One of the things you will realize about the evangelical office is one of the most powerful offices in terms of power, because the evangelist is an advertiser. He's advertising Jesus. Because of that, he is equipped with power for his advertisement. So we were told that this is the evangelist, this is the apostle. The apostle can touch all the offices, so the apostle has the capacity to operate as a teacher, operate as a prophet, operate as an evangelist, operate as a pastor. He has that grace. But the evangelist here is tall because he's a power man. He's an advertiser. And so God equips him with power to be able to advertise Jesus. But the problem with the office of the evangelist is that the evangelist cannot discern. The gift of discernment of spirit, the discerning capacity of God, there's little or no allocation. Little or no allocation. How do I know this? You will notice that when our friend Philip, the evangelist, because of the persecution took him to Samaria and he began to minister. Unknown to him, there was a sorcerer that was in the territory before he arrived. It's just like chess game. Satan was holding the ground before, and God moved his champion into the territory. And at the end of the day, even the champion that worked for Satan, he now masqueraded as if he was born again, and even was baptized under Philip's ministry. But Philip did not know that that guy was not born again. The reason why, the guy just pretended as if he had accepted what Philip was preaching so that he would look. So Philip was excited, enjoying the evangelical revival, until they now sent apostles to come check out what he was doing. They brought the apostolic dimension. Those apostles came and they were able to detect that that guy was not born again. And I don't want to take you through history, through Pentecostal history, and show you this evangelist. He accepted this person that was a demonic man. He didn't know, and he was sincerely wrong. This evangelist, he accepted this one. This one, he accepted this one. This one in 1980, this he accepted. That one, I will say it when I'm teaching you people. Off mic, so that I can call names. I said, can you see? Can you see this evangelist? Can you see how this one ended up? He brought a fake man and used his stature to advertise him to the church. So you cannot separate evangelical missions from apostolic partnership, because they had to bring apostle. You're not with me. An evangelist should not stand in isolation of apostolic partnership, because that's where the dimension of discernment that is needed to help his work survive demonic infestation will come from. What happened is that the apostles came to partner with the evangelist. The evangelist is so explosive, but you see, he lacks discernment. And I'm not saying that every evangelist doesn't have a little measure of discernment, but we cannot trust evangelists to play the role that requires discernment, because that's not their strength. Are you there? That's not their strength. But they are powerful when you put them on the field. They can bring a great harvest. They should be empowered, but they may not be able to discern who is saved and who is not. It's not everybody that came for your crusade and said the sinner prayer that became saved. And that's why the prophet John, among all the disciples of Jesus, it was John that had the richest prophetic grace. That's why he was kept to do the book of Revelation, because of the prophetic investment that was on his life. It was John that now told us that apart from the altar call, there are symptoms that you need to check in order to confirm that someone actually gave his life to Christ. And that thing that John was teaching are the elements of discernment needed for you to check the authenticity of people's claim that they have received Jesus. It's John that revealed it. John is the one that was richest in discernment. That's why you will find in the book of John, it was John that spoke about the world system. He spoke about it 12 times. Apostle Paul spoke about it 8 times. The world system. It was John that revealed it. I don't have time to play with some scriptures. You will now see the measure of discernment that I speak about. So even in ministry, there's partnership that is needed in order for balance to be achieved, because there are some capacities that are associated with some offices. Now, listen to me. If those offices don't partner, the deficiencies, like an evangelist can teach, maybe pastor a church, and never prophesy. Not because the person is not anointed, That is not captured in the office most of the time, except the person is a prophetic evangelist. That means the person can operate in two offices. There is always a major office, and there's an additional office that you can access. Even in the training of an apostle, there will be a major office that you are grounded in, you are trained in, you are built in, and then the other graces will meet you along the way. For me, it was the gift of a teacher that I was trained in, I was built in. The other capacities met me along the way. So there is no way I will not teach, because that is the biggest molecule of my service delivery. Now, but it is possible for you to be able to slide between offices. If you stay under me for 2 years, you start teaching. I promise you. You will see. Or you just you start teaching. So part of the things that determine the kind of minister you eventually become are the influences in the spiritual corridor that impacts your life. It will provoke some investments, some things will be released, and you find yourself operating in a certain way. Is that clear? Now, in ministry, we must be careful to see the impact of the ministry that we are bringing. Not just that you are a powerful preacher. No. We also need to check the lives of the people they are preaching to see the impact of what you are doing, what it is having, the impact it's having on their lives. It's a way of judging whether you are accurate.